So glad you joined me into our final episode of Jurassic Tropical Paradise. I hope you guys enjoy the park as much as we do. We put so much time and effort into building this reality. People want to see these magnificent creatures brought back to life, and this is the best way that you guys could experience these beautiful mystery of wonder. Anyways, let's go ahead and into the tour. And if you do stay, especially in this part of the area, you could see one of our magnificent creatures roaming into their huge abundance of habitat. The Alamosaurus, which you guys remember is one of the dinosaurs that we showcased in the first episode. However, it is quite big to be in a small environment. So here in Jurassic World, we move the Titan into a more bigger and quite space for them to roam. These magnificent Titans is again very dangerous. So one of the best way to experience these lovely creatures is by a viewing dome. One of our oldest female, her name is Serena. And the good thing about with these viewing domes is that you could see these dinosaurs interacting in their behavior without even startling them or interrupting them. They see the viewing domes as nothing but rocks. So be sure, note to self, that you guys are not endangered and you're not endangering the animals. This is by far the best way to see these magnificent creatures roaming up close and personal. Now, of course, the Alamosaurus isn't the only one. We also move these Parasaurolophus. Now again, these are different species of Parasaurolophus than what you see is in the aquatic one. Although they do love water or prefer to be in a wetland environment, they usually roam around more inland compared to their aquatic cousins. They're more robust and sturdy than their aquatic relatives. And they're pretty loud too. We also have another dinosaur here. And these guys are more the gentler of the hadrosaur, the Maiasaura, which means good mother. They stick around in herds up to 20 of them. And they do like a bigger space for them to roam. But they don't mind sharing their environment with other species of dinosaurs. So again, don't miss this wonderful area to see some of our spectacular creatures. And there you have it. That is the habitat for Alamosaurus, Maiasaurus, and the Parasaurolophus. If you guys remember the last video, we also covered the Corythosaurus and Sinoceratops habitat. Again, I kind of like how you could see dinosaurs in both of your views, which is a real treat. And there's no fence to barricade them, so you get a good view up close. However, I do again not stress enough, do not step forward from these invisible barricades. They will alarm our officials. Anyways, let's go into the monorail and we'll see more of our attraction, especially one that people would love to see, and is that the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So we go up here and we go up into this monorail. Now, in order to get into the other island of the park, we will have to head into the monorail. It consists as one of our deadliest predators in the prehistoric times. So we kind of isolated this area just to keep our guests safe, but you could still enter the park with no problem whatsoever. Anyways, you could have a good view of some of the attractions right here. This is the Corythosaurus, Sinoceratops, and Iguanodon habitat. And on your right is the Alamosaurus, Myosaura, and Parasaurolophus habitat. So again, we want you guys to experience the best way as possible, whether it's in a safe way as in a monorail, or whether it's too close and personal like in the viewing dome. And it doesn't stress out the dinosaurs at all. Again, they don't see these objects as threats, so to be sure, you guys will be safe at hands as long as you don't do anything drastic. So quite a good view in the upper level of our habitat. You see how quite big and expansive this habitat is? If you look at your left, I don't know if you guys could see it, but it's our famous Mosasaurus, the one and only cheeseburger. And here it is. This is the end of our stop. Now we head to the last and final attraction, Carnivore Kingdom. But before we head into the upper echelon, let's go underneath, down underwater, and we'll see what's cooking here. Cheeseburger was saved by one of our officials, Project Millions, who saved this youngster from extinction from fishermen. Now it's the youngest mosasaur that we have. We also have two more mosasaur, but they are from East. We transport them from Isla Sorna. Now one thing about mosasaurus is that they are not social creatures, and they aren't friendly towards other mosasaurs. They're very territorial, and they will attack any mosasaurus in the site, especially if it's mating season or if food is involved. But Cheeseburger has been one of the more docile Mosasaurus. So we decided to keep Cheeseburger in our parks. Though, even though it is docile, it's still a Mosasaurus. They are dangerous creatures. And before we have Jurassic Tropical Paradise, Cheeseburger was roaming around the Pacific to an Atlantic Ocean, causing havocs, destroying boats. So it was a menace to the wildlife or the sea life. But here in Jurassic Tropical Paradise, it is safe and secure, and we give it the best benefit for our creatures. So yeah, so that is Cheeseburger. Okay, so yeah, if you want to see Cheeseburger, the lagoon is right there. But let's go up and we'll see the most famous creature in the prehistoric era, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is Rexy, the oldest Tyrannosaurus that we have in our park. To be quite honest, it's the only Tyrannosaurus that we have in this park. Now, the Tyrannosaurus is the most difficult to breed, and they don't sustain in habitat for quite a while. They only live in enclosure for up to 6, sometimes 7 years. But Rexy, who is the oldest, is now up to 30 years old. She's been through a lot, and her species are dwindling down. We do have two more Tyrannosaurus on San Diego, but other than that, it's really difficult to breed these magnificent and rare creatures. Now, Rexy did have a mate a while back, but the mate did pass away due to unnatural causes, possibly by disease. And that's one thing about breeding Tyrannosaurus Rex is that they exposed to so many diseases, which is why you don't see a lot of Tyrannosaurus Rexes in other Jurassic parks. But this is the habitat that Rexy has been living in for the past 20 years. It's a very wide and expand area. Tyrannosaurus Rex do need to roam in a huge environment. And there she is, snoozing. So guests can see them in a safer way in a log viewing dome. As you can see right here, we have some people seeing our Rexy. There's also pteranodons just chilling with Rexy. Now they don't mind, like Tyrannosaurus Rex, they've been misinformed as man-eating dinosaurs, but in reality, they're not quite as that. They actually don't mind sharing their environment with other species, unless you're an Indominus Rex or a Velociraptor. But other than that, Tyrannosaurus Rex, they do spend most of their time sleeping. Yep, this is Rexy's Island. We have one more attraction that we want to show you, and this attraction is a little bit dangerous than Rexy. Now we are heading into the last attraction here in Jurassic Tropical Paradise. And it is isolated as you could see. And that's because it consists of one of the most dangerous dinosaurs. Yeah, more dangerous than the Tyrannosaurus Rex. That is the Velociraptor. Now, before we get to see the Velociraptors, I want you guys to look up there. That's right, this is the first Velociraptor paddock from 1993. Is now in display, but what you're stepping right now, this is the same spot, location from the first paddock and hasn't been touched for 30 years. However, everything else has changed, especially their habitat. They don't stay in a small environment anymore. So maybe if we could just look from here and to see the pack of velociraptors. These are the original brown velociraptors. We breed them very successfully. We have a quite few, but 10 years ago they were endangered. Let's go some of the viewing domes. So I can see we could place their feeding source right in front of our view so you could see these velociraptors eat. Now, I don't know if they are hungry. Let's see. You can see a pack there roaming. Maybe we could go to a GoPro and see them really up close. Now, as you can see, they are pack hunters. They are led by a strong alpha female. And you could see why they are dangerous. Oop. Maybe we could get a hunt. Oh, I missed. There is a goat and caught it. So we have a lot of complaints from guests protesting of the live goat feeding. There's something that you guys need to understand is that some dinosaurs are not meant to being fed. Some dinosaurs, such as the velociraptors, are meant to hunt. It's their instinct. As harmful as it is to see a goat being devoured, it is beneficial for these velociraptors, which is why we have the velociraptor isolated from the rest of the park. Another note about these velociraptors is they are very smart. They are clever, which is why we put them in these invisible barriers. We have incidents where velociraptors do climb out from their habitat. Even putting 1,000 voltage does not stop a velociraptor. So we have to improvise and play their own game. And by doing so is to secure it with these invisible barriers just so are that they don't think that they are barricade. And so far it is working. But if that doesn't work, we do have some officials on standby 24/7 if something does occur. These velociraptors are not meant to mess around with. These are killers and they will attack. So for those who are protesting about the goat feeder, yes, we this is something that it has to be done in order to keep the velociraptors satisfied. They are hunters. They are pack hunters. They love to hunt. And if they don't get to hunt, then they'll go on hunt us. And there you have it, guys. This is the final tour of our park. You witness the powerful of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the intelligent of the Velociraptor, the cunning and sneaky of the Mosasaurus, endangered yet rare herbivore dinosaurs. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this park tour and maybe you would consider in registering to our stay here in Jurassic Tropical Paradise. Okay, everyone, I just want to say thank you guys for watching my park video. I'm very proud of this build and I'm always excited to showcase and share with you guys. So it is appreciated you guys do leave a like and maybe consider subscribing because I do have a lot of parks that I'm very proud of sharing. Yeah, this is one of those situations where I feel like I don't know if it's gonna have it happens to PC players, but for console players, it's really difficult to build a wonderful park without having any lag or crashes. Like again, I've been building this park since August. It's been long overdue. And there's some situations where I wanted to have a well detailed park, but sometimes the game wouldn't let me do that. And before you guys say that I'm just overthinking or it's not gonna happen, well, three of my parks that I very love building so much is gone because of the crash. I cannot bring it back unless Frontier does something about it, but other than that, I can't bring those parks back. So yeah, I'm a little cautious of building detailed parks, especially for consoles. which is why I have to end the series really early. But I felt like we have done a incredible job in building a wonderful park. Hopefully, you guys do feel inspiration out of it, and it does make me feel a lot better that you guys actually do like what I have done, because this is something that really do make me feel very proud of doing, and I want to keep doing it. So I do wanna you guys to do leave a like on this build, subscribe for more, and yeah, hopefully Jurassic World Evolution 2 will still strive. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Anyways, I don't want this to drag too long. Um, I want to say thank you guys. This is a very, very fun to build, and maybe I could see you guys in the next Jurassic World Evolution 2 build. Thank you guys for watching.